In the energy quadrant today, we had an intraday reversal in the May crude oil contract. We were actually up 1.15% and gapped open higher. The high today, $62.27 in that May crude contract. And then we flipped lower and pushed down pretty aggressively, getting down below $60 a barrel. 59.94 was the low. That was down 2.63%. But we got a little bit of that back and finished above 60, down about 2.2% on the low. That crude oil gap fell throughout the whole session, gap up, and then just pressure to the downside the rest of the day. OPEC was in the news early. Reuters was reporting that OPEC expects oil inventories to drop by about 445 million barrels in 2021, basically erasing the surplus. According to the news agency, that estimate is in the latest supply and demand outlook being reviewed at a technical meeting that takes place prior to the official meeting, which happens on April 1st, a couple days from now. The figure is larger than the estimated 2021 draw that showed in the previous report, which was 406 million barrels. That was about a month ago. If this is correct, that shows the deep production cuts that OPEC had engaged in are reducing the supply of crude oil effectively and reducing that excess overhang that's been in the crude oil markets for some time, pushing prices lower. Now, we do have an OPEC meeting, as I mentioned, on Wednesday of this week. In that meeting, analysts expect that OPEC is going to leave the production cuts alone one more time, but they've disappointed on those estimates before. Now, European demand came more into focus as the day went on, as Europe continues to struggle with COVID-19 and continues to struggle with their vaccine program, continues to struggle with the exchange of vaccines between the UK and the EU. And now that the Suez Canal has reopened and no ships are flowing again, the focus completely turned again to the demand side of things. And that looks weak, at least out of Europe. So that slowed the sort of bid that we've been in and continued that sort of sideways consolidation with a little bit wider of an outside range in crude oil that we've seen recently. That outside range happened today.